The principles of interpersonal conflict translate across modality. Missile warfare and gas station robbery has certain things about offense, defense. Like there's principles of interpersonal conflict, but as long as they're contextualized, and we can say, hey, here's what it might look like for you, and say there's stuff that other people may not train at. And another big one is big one when it comes to civilian self-defense training versus especially when dudes have been in high level combat arms units,
right?
Where they were training without limitation, right? Dudes that have been in a tier 1 unit, there is no limitation. There's no cap on ammo. There's no cap on time. There's no cap on type of training or the type of instructor that they can bring in. And everyone also has unlimited desire, right? Like your whole team wants to go do CQB with you,
right?
Whenever you ask the team to want to do CQB, right? Whereas in law enforcement is a big one where they're training under limitation quite a bit. I took a class 3 weeks ago, by a law enforcement centric company called Centrifuge Training. And it was a vehicle tactics class. And one of the biggest things I learned about that was how to teach people a thing given the limitations of their own training program, and being able to say, hey, tactic A may be actually better. Like if we put it on paper and we really research stuff, we may figure out the best way to solve a problem is tactic A. And then we look at it and say, okay, the training requirements to get a human being with their own like natural survival instincts and stress responses and stuff like that, we could get a person to do A despite danger and fear and all those kinds of things. If we could do it in 40 hours or 60 hours or 80 hours of training, that person, we could rewire their nervous system and they could do tactic A. And then we look at the department's training schedule and say, okay, you're going to get 2 hours of training a year. Okay, so this person could work their entire 20-year career and never get more training than is neurologically required to perform tactic A, which is actually better. Tactic B works with natural human survival instincts. It's probably what they're going to do anyways, and we can refine it and tweak it a little bit and make sure that they know what they're doing when they do it. And we can do that for 2 hours a year, and they'll probably get a 95% solution. There might be that one bad guy who's really, really good that you really need a tactic A for.
Sure.
But tactic B is going to work for pretty much everybody, and it is within scope of the training limitations that we